Right guys, so in this video we're gonna cover exactly step by step and also gonna give you all the outreach system essentially on how Jonathan went from -0 to 5k a month in just 45 days to then scale all the way up to 11k a month in just 90 days. Okay, so Jonathan is a 20 years old guy from Denmark, and before joining the media buyer key community, so my program before doing actually media buying, he was running affiliate SMA and he was making essentially zero to anything, and now he's making 11k a month, which is 75,000 Danish kroner, I think, in his currency in less than 90 days. Right, and here you have the actual testimonial. And by the way, I'm gonna share this whole document with you because there are going to be some like script that you can use at the end. I really want to make it as insightful as possible. So this is like the actual testimonial video, and the reason why I included it is not for like a flex or something like that, but it's because many people can actually make up claim, but not many can back it up. So I want to make sure that I back up whatever I'm saying, right? So let's start with a little bit of background about him. So before doing media buying, was running, as I say, affiliate agency for nearly 5 months that made little to nothing, and he bought a bunch of different SMA courses in the space, but nothing really seems to work. Then he texted me, say that he was curious about my program essentially and about media buying, and he was interested to join. And I could really see the fire in his eyes. And what I mean by that is that he was really eager to get started. Like, I remember he really wanted to get this going, which is probably what actually helped him really achieve like 5k a month in as little as 45 days, starting from zero. He really want this, which is, most people say they want it, but they get super lazy when it actually comes to do the task. It happened many times. Even my media by key community, not all the players are super R players. There are some players that are just simply lazy. They say they're gonna do one thing and that they just don't do it, and that they complain about the results. Well, you are the only one responsible. Sorry, in order to actually get the results. But yeah, so in less than 2 weeks, he closed the first client, and keep in mind again, it was starting from zero, absolutely zero experience. And in 45 days, he went ahead and make 5k a month, which then essentially translated into 11k a month in only 90 days. And now he's running ads for the biggest spender in the whole Scandinavia, managing an ad account with over 100k per day, not per month, 100k per day in spending. That's 3 million a month he's spending. I'm not gonna say how much you get paid for this, but it's well over multiple 5 figures only for this account. Okay, so here's the framework that is used essentially. And once again, the reason why I'm sharing with you this is because I know for a fact that it works. All my students have been using, I've been testing this for like quite a bit of time, and I just know that it works. For as simple as it might looks, it just works. Okay, there are like a few more videos in my channel where I go into more depth about outreach, but this literally is the framework, like, to be simplified with you. So first of all, you must learn the skill. I mean, this is essential. You must learn media buying, and what you must learn in particular is Facebook ads. The reason why you want to learn Facebook ads is because it's the easiest skill to sell out there. Okay, nothing is like Facebook ads. So you have two options essentially. Option number one, of course, is to join the media buyer kit and become a killer in as little as 2 weeks. And this, for all of you wondering, is the media buyer kit. I'm actually gonna maybe drop the link so you guys can check it out. There are like a more testimonials here, and you can just watch the quick VSL that I made, and then you can book a call if you think like this is a good fit for you. So I'm just gonna now embed this in the document so you guys can always check it out whenever you want to. Option number two, which is also fine if you have no capital to invest with for your formation beginning, you can go on YouTube and learn it for free. And I suggest to watch Nick Tarot, Chase Chappell, and Dana Darren. Okay, those three are the go-to when it comes to actually media buying and Facebook ads. They're super good at what they do. So as soon as you crack the code to run profitable ads, you master doing outreach. This is like the most important thing, and that's also what majority of people read them. It doesn't matter if it's like SMA or media buying. They lose themselves into making a pretty website and a pretty logo and a pretty name for their branding and choose pretty colors. And then like 2-3 weeks have been passed and they have no shit. The first thing that you need to do as soon as you actually got this cracking, which is the skill, is doing outreach. Nothing else matters but the outreach, because this is gonna be the one that actually move you forward. Okay, not the pretty website, not the pretty color, not the pretty logo, nothing like that. The outreach. It's all based on the amount and quality, of course, of messages that you send out there, period. Okay, so the two channels that you have to focus on primarily, okay, there are more, which again I explain in another video, but the two that you have to focus primarily are Upwork. So I want you to send 5 to 10 job applications every single day, okay, and cold emails. The reason why I pick Upwork is because the quality of the lead over there is extremely high. They are all super hot lead. Okay, if you go to Upwork, you will see that the way it works essentially is that these agency owners are actively looking for media buyers. So they are actively looking for their hot leads. They go out there and say, I need a media buyer. So all you have to do really is make a job letter, which I'm gonna, by the way, show you the script that I use. And you just have to explain why you're better than all the competition. Simple as that. Because again, those leads are hot. They really are looking for a media buyer. So you can definitely be the one. And I want you to essentially apply to 5 to 10 jobs every single day, okay, for 21 days. Okay, same goes for email, for 21 days. When it comes to emails, there is a bit of setup that you have to do before. So what it's just do is to buy 3 domains, 3 burner domains, 3 emails per domain, which has 9 in total, okay? 3 by 3 is 9. Then use instantly your smart lead in order to actually send those emails. Of course, we need the tool, right, to send those mass emails, and instantly your smart leads are the way to go. Then I want you to get 3,000 clean leads scraped from Apollo or from a VA, okay? And these has to be clean. This means that they've been to verify, okay? So 3,000 clean leads. And then you can start sending 270 emails a day. Why this number is because you can send 30 cold emails per email. So if you have 9 over here, you do 30 by 9, that's 270, okay? So don't go over the number. Trust me, you want to keep your email in check, like the health score in check. And if you start sending like 40, 50 cold emails per day, you might gonna end up being spam. Whereas if you just keep it to 30, you're super good. Trust me, I've been doing it for like 2 years at this point. Okay, now take the sales call. This is like another crucial step, okay? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not that hard to actually get into a meeting compared to like SMA. It's way, way, way easier, okay? But you also have to be prepared when it comes to the sales call, which is a bit different compared to SMA, for example. So, as always, clean background, okay? Something like this, for example, is fine. If you can even have better, like white full background, even better. Good tools, like a good mic and a good camera, okay? Don't go there with like a potato camera. There is like recording 240 pixels and like a microphone that is straight out from like World War II, okay? We don't want that. You must sound knowledgeable and a bit nerdy, and this is like kind of little hack because media buyers, for their nature, because you have to do a lot of with numbers, a lot of with statistics and that kind of stuff. If you sound very like knowledgeable and nerdy, that's automatically a green flag for the business owner. Okay, that's the kind of trait they're looking for when it comes to a media buyer. You don't need to have an entrepreneur mindset. Again, what they're looking for, it's more, and again, it's not like that, but in their head, it's more like an employee. The sense that it's someone that likes to stay in the desk and do a task. And the task, of course, is running ads. Okay, and of course, you can get paid a lot more compared to like a normal like employee job. Because again, Jonathan, for example, get paid now multiple 5 figures. Okay, but this is like the type of mindset that they would like you to see. Once again, you don't have to stick with that. You just have to pretend that you're like that. Because you can, as I say, use a media buyer and then, just do that part-time and then in the meantime focus on your business. Or you can actually do it full-time just for 5-6 months, collect as much cash as you can, and then you're going to stop working as a media buyer and start your own business. That's completely fine. Like, I want you to understand that media buying is a cash flow machine. It's not a business, it's a cash flow machine, okay? So the difference between the two is that with media buying, it's very, very easy to go to 5-10K a month, okay? Super easy. And then you can move anyone in the world, you can do whatever you want, okay? And for some people, that's more than enough. They don't want to do like more than 5-10K a month, and that's completely fine. For other people, however, they can actually use media buyer as a cash flow system. So they either work like 6 months, for example, as a media buyer, they get like a shit ton of cash, and then they can invest in your business. Or the option that I prefer is that you just work as a media buyer part-time, so maybe 3-4 hours a day. You still get like 3-4K a month, and then use the remaining of your time to actually invest in your business. It doesn't matter what you want to do. Media buying is going to get you there. So another trait is that you love number and you are a very analytic person, of course. Just coming back to what we say here, a bit nerdy. Again, somehow you don't earn, and just like say twice, maybe you should not say twice. So let's fix that. And you are proactive but not very extroverted. What I mean by proactive is that you actually come up with ideas, you actually come up with probably solution, and you're really looking forward constantly to the new trick, the new Facebook ads system, the new Facebook ads scaling technique or something like that. You're kind of proactive in your work, but at the same time you're not very extroverted. So it's not that like you go out every single Friday and Saturday night, go party and speak with 20 chicks, make 20 new friends. Again, these are the traits they're looking for. So if you are already like this, that's great. If you're not like this, you can just like pretend to be like this, and this is gonna grant you the job. Some might say it's not very ethical. Well, it's up to you. We don't really live in an ethical world, so in my opinion, there are way worse things than this. This is not that bad whatsoever. Okay, this is just called being smart, in my opinion. So also here, essentially, you have two ways to get hired. Okay, you have a white hat, which is like the more ethical way, and you have a black hat, which is like the little more shady and ethical way. So the white hat essentially is because you have no previous experience, no case study, nothing, you can work for free for 2 or 4 weeks. Okay. And I believe that's what Jonathan did. I think Jonathan actually worked for free for the first 2 weeks on our account. And then, of course, he just got all the knowledge for the media buyer kit. And then he was able to deliver amazing results. And the agency owner essentially just gave him like 10 ad accounts all in once, like, hey, boom, you're a perfect fit. Here's like your 10 ad account. Here's like 6-7K a month. Easy. Another way is to offer a full money back guarantee. So they're actually going to pay you, but they say, hey, dude, by the way, if I'm actually not able to deliver good results for your clients, I'm willing to give you the money back for free. So you really have nothing to lose with me. Okay, it's a win-to-win. Or get paid once target X has been achieved. Okay, this is also called pay per performance. So you just get paid if, for example, you achieve 2x ROAS. So once again, you have no case studies in your previous experience. One thing you can do to leverage is working on those like pay per performance deal. Okay, so you say, hey Jack, completely get that you might be skeptical, so how about this? I'm gonna work for free and then you just pay me if I'm able to add to it 2 extra ROAS for your client. Does it sound fair? Most likely you're gonna say yes, and bada bing bada boom, you got your first client. Okay? And you have to remember this is a marathon or a sprint. Okay? So once you get your first client and you're able to get results, first of all, they're gonna give you more clients to handle. Okay, and this time they're gonna pay you, obviously. But second of all, you're also gonna have a case studies, and this is crucial because if for whatever reason now you want to go out there and contact more agency owners, now you have something that you can show, and this is gonna incredibly increase your chance to close them. Okay, so once again, is it worth working for free or just for a pay performance at the very beginning, maybe for just 2-3 weeks? In my opinion, yes, because the case study that you get is incredibly valuable. Okay, and then step number 4, or the 4th way, is to walk them through the mirror board. And this is extremely valuable. Okay, I'm gonna actually put it bold because this one is gonna give you an amazing authority. And what a mirror board is essentially is this little board that I create for my students, in which I go through the exact system that I use to get amazing results for my clients. Okay, this is the system that I craft with over $1 million in spend in the platform. So I know it works, I use it on my clients. And essentially I train my students in going through this mirror board until they learn the in and out of this specific drawing right here. So they can even walk the agency owner in the sales call, okay, through the mirror board. So they just sound so knowledgeable and they gain so much authority even though they have absolutely zero case studies. Because they can explain in a way that simply makes sense and it actually proves you that you know what you're talking about, okay? So if you're not part of the mirror bar kit, you can always craft something like this by yourself, which is strongly suggested to do by again watching like Chase Chappell or Dara Denny or whoever you want to watch, okay? So you take all the knowledge and then you create your own mirror board that you can show in the sales call. And trust me, if you have no previous experience, this is gonna help you a ton, okay? Coming back to the doc, now let's explore the black hat technique. So this is like a little more unethical. I don't suggest to do this, however, those systems are out there and there are people that are going to be using anyway, even sometimes against you in different situationship. So it's good to know them. And again, if you want to use it, it's up to you. I don't suggest it. I don't want you to go out and say that I told you to do such a thing because I didn't, but they're here. So let me just explain it to you, okay? So the first way is to have the black hat is to have in the NDA contract. So this is probably one of my favorite. Let's say, for example, you are a newbie buyer, you have no previous experience, and the agency owner asks you, well, can you actually show me some of your previous work? And rather than go through here, for example, and stating one of these, what you can say is that totally, I would love to. However, the agency that I was working with or the client that I was working with previously had me sign an NDA contract, which means I cannot show any of the current statistics. And so what the NDA contract essentially is a privacy contract in which you guarantee that you're not going to show any of the statistics or the results in order to preserve the privacy of the client or of the agency. So that's a great way you can go about it. Say, yeah, totally, I would love to show my previous case studies. However, the agency that I was working with made me sign an NDA contract because, of course, they are their clients and not my clients, so I cannot really show any of the previous results that I have. Okay, that's the first way. The second way is inverse psychology tricks, and that's at least how I like to call it. So the way you can go is something about this. Let's say that again, agency owner asks you for a previous experience. You can say, totally, John, I would love to send you some previous experience. However, you know very well that, actually, let's say like this, totally, John, I would love to show some previous experience, and I can get like some screenshot for you and send it after our calls and essentially give you all the information you need. However, as you probably know, all the screenshots can really be fake, and that really means nothing because they can be as old as 2-3 years old, and after S14 everything has changed. So how about you actually ask me some questions here and now in the sales call that really proves my knowledge, that really show that I'm knowledgeable about what I'm talking about. So they cannot be fake, like a screenshot, for example, that I can just scrape from the random internet. Okay, this is something that I just know, and by giving you some of these questions, you will know for a fact that I'm the media buyer that you need. Okay, so this is another way you can go. And then the third way, of course, just fake results, which kind of goes to prove this point right here. So you can actually scrape fake case studies and fake testimonials, fake screenshots from the internet, just pretend they're yours. Okay, so this is why this point actually makes sense. So let's now move to the juicy part, which is the scripting that actually my student used to get those clients. And this is also the scripting I believe in Jonathan used. So the reason why I show you this is because this was the one that I had in my course. Now we changed it, we made it a little bit better, but I decided to still go ahead and share this with you because in my opinion it's still very, very valuable for both Upwork and cold emails. Okay, so when it comes to Upwork, this is the scripting you're going to be using. Okay, so hey, I came across your job post looking for a high quality media buyer for your agency and I want to throw my hat in the ring. Let's put a little period here. I'm a junior media buyer from Italy. In this case, it is my country, specializing in Meta, Facebook, and IG ads. I have over 4,000 invested in various courses and webinars, as well as a Facebook ads mentor with over 400K. That was back in the days. Now it's even over 1 million. With over 1 million spent in the platform, which you remain close contact with. Okay, and so the reason why you say this is because at the beginning you have no previous experience, so you must have something to leverage. And the fact that, for example, you're in the media buyer kit community and you have me with over 1 million spent in the platform, it just gives you a lot of not a lot of authority, but definitely increase your chances, right? Because all of a sudden you're not alone, you actually have a mentor you're in close contact with who spent over $1 million. So every client that essentially goes through you goes also through me or him. Okay, and this allowed me to be at the GameStop with the latest strategy and trends. Once again, this kind of just proves this point right here. Additionally, I just created a full Facebook ads strategy breakdown where Additionally, I just created a full ads strategy breakdown where I go through exactly how can I get a constant 3x ROAS for your clients based on 20 plus case studies. Okay, and this essentially is the mirror one. This is the one I create. Again, you can actually create your own and just essentially use the same framework that I have right here. Okay, but having a mirror board, having something that you can leverage, it's very important. And as you can see, all these things right here that I'm adding are leverage. Okay, because you have no case studies, and so we want to provide values in other ways. Will it be fine if I send over? If you have any question, please feel free to text me. Thanks for checking my application. Cheers, Gilberto. Okay, so little call to action. So as you can see, it's pretty friendly, it's pretty straightforward, it's simple, and we try to provide as much value as possible. Okay, and also sound as much as authoritarian, we'll say, or anyways, get as much authority as possible. Okay. Now, this is what you want to use for Upwork. Of course, you don't want to like copy and paste this, you want to make a little bit your own, but this is kind of the framework that maybe you want to be using. And then let's jump into cold emails. So cold emails, we're gonna have 3 total cold emails, okay? first one, the second one, which is going to be sent 2 days after email number 1, and then the third one, which is going to be sent 4 days after email number 2. Okay, and it starts like this. Hey, first name, spotted your LinkedIn profile a few days ago, and I noticed you are the owner of company name. So I thought to throw my hat in the ring. Okay, and of course, those places are dynamic, which means that they're going to be changing based on the lead name. I'm reaching out since I'm a Facebook Meta Ads Media buyer, currently looking for an established marketing agency to work with. Would love to discuss if there is a possibility, if that's a possibility. And then here, essentially, you just have the same as here. And the reason why, again, is because it works so well. Okay, personal name is spark curiosity. It seems like you really know what you're talking about, and it just makes you gain authority. Okay, can you send it your way? Many thanks for your time, Gilberto. Okay, again, super short, pretty straightforward. You don't want to overcomplicate it. Sounds friendly, and try to provide value somehow. Okay, which is what we're doing through the Mirrorboard. Email number 2. Hey, first name. I'm just following up with the email I sent a couple of days ago in case it got lost among the other thousands of unwanted emails you get daily. Cheers, Gilberto, sent from iPhone. Okay, the reason why, of course, you want to add sent from iPhone, because it seems like you're actually sending from your iPhone, which is going to exclude the possibility that this is like automation emails. And as you can see here, I keep it super short. This is called a bump emails, essentially. I'm just trying to bump up my previous emails, and yeah, I just keep it very short and straight to the point, and a little also funny, as you can see here. I noticed that funny emails works quite well, especially for the second email, the bump up email. And then we're gonna have the third email, which is the breakup, the last email. I'm gonna say, hey, first name, this is my last email. Is this the wrong time to speak about how you can improve your clients' results while freeing from the tedious day-to-day tasks such as wasting 6+ hours a day inside Ads Manager? Open to have a quick chat next Monday or Wednesday if this works for you, Gilberto. Okay, super simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it, but I can guarantee you, if you do this for 21 days, which means Upwork and emails, and you stick to the numbers that I suggested right here, which are those one right here, 100% you're gonna get a client. Okay, 100% you're gonna get clients, or at least you're gonna start getting like 4 or 5 meetings, which of course, the more meetings you do, the better you become. So it's just a matter of time before you're actually gonna get your first clients. But all right, guys, this being said, once again, if you wanna join the Media Bar Kit community, you have the link right here. We are super happy to have you on board. We have 40+ students, I believe, at this point inside. All of them are media buyer. We share like pretty insightful information every single day. As you can see here, we have the channel chat. We actually have the diploma as well for the media buyer certification. We just share a lot of insights. We just have new models coming every here and there where we explain ChatGPT, scraping leads with Apollo. We just explain a lot of things. Okay, so if you want to be part of a proactive community and you actually want to join something that probably is going to change your life, then click the link below and I'm going to see you there. This being said, guys, I'm going to share this document with you right here, so you can just copy and paste all the scripting. Again, I don't suggest it to copy and paste. Maybe you can just take it and throw in ChatGPT and try to get some variants. That's perfectly fine. But at least you have something to work with, which again is the purpose of this YouTube channel, is to really give you something to work with. This being said, let's catch up to the next video.